Good evening. We welcome you to this broadcast of Varsity Volleyball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the Botkins Athletic Center where the Lima Temple Christian Pioneers will take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this. Once again, volleyball tonight between the Northwest Central Conference Pioneers and the Shelby County Athletic League Trojans. My name is Jeff Henshin. I'll have tonight's volleyball match for you as a quick look into this young season. Temple Christian comes in already their third match of the year. They're 2-0 on the season. They defeated Calvary Christian and also Monclova Christian Academy. For Botkins, this is their first game of the season and also the first game for new head coach Logan Watercutter. The former Logan Pitts was a standout athlete, multi-sport athlete for Botkins who graduated in 2013 and is now the elementary guidance counselor. The opposing coach, Tim Acklin, is in his 11th season. He graduated and played volleyball, I should say, also at Maplewood High School in Guys Mills, Pennsylvania back in 1982, and earned his electrical engineering degree from Ohio Northern University in 86. He's been coaching since his daughters kind of went through junior high, and now he's in his 11th season as head coach, his 15th overall at Temple. So kind of for one coach, it's her first game, and for another coach, he's already had close to probably 200. So there's a brief recap of these two squads competing tonight. Again, Temple Christian will be wearing the gray jerseys, and Botkins will be wearing the home whites. We'll take a short pause here. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups, and then the first serve here on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Botkins Athletic Center as we get ready to meet the starting lineups here for this volleyball match between Temple Christian and Botkins.
Pleasure to introduce the lineups for tonight's contest. First for the visiting Pioneers. Number 5, Brianna Smith. Number 7, Jessica Holloway.
Number 7, Jessica Holloway.
Cecilia Worsham.
Number 10, Cecilia Worsham. Number 11, Haley Smith.
14, Kaylee Linhart.
Number 14, Kaylee Linhart.
15, Juliet Kinnear.
Number 15, Juliet Kinnear.
Emily Bontrager.
Number 23, Emily Bontrager. And they are coached by Tim Acklin.
Amy Bontrager. Now the lineup for your hometown Botkins Trojans. Number 12, Kylie Mack.
Number 12, Kylie Mack.
Number 5, Emerson Walter.
Number 5, Emerson Walter. Number 3, Allie Gerstner. Number 9, Brennan Paul.
Gruey.
Number 6, Ashlyn Gruey. And now the starters. Trace Hendrickson wears number 1. Leah Steinke, number 8.
17, Gabby Griffith.
Number 17, Gabby Griffith. Number 7, Janelle Platfoot.
10, Caitlin Barhorst.
Number 10, Caitlin Barhorst.
Jana Metz.
Number 11, Jana Metz.
Caitlin Myers. For Trojans,
And number 2, Caitlin Meyer.
header assisted by Jess Atkins, Sarah Bergman.
And number 2, Caitlin Meyer. The starting lineups under head coach, again, first-year head coach, Logan Watercutter. As we get ready here, we'll go through the keys to the game. And first for Lima Temple Christian, they want to have aggressive serving. They know they want to keep Botkins out of system by serving the ball hard. They want to manage the big middle and also keep errors to minimum. And for the Botkins Trojans, their 3 keys include communicate on defense and serve receive, stay behind the ball, and run consistent and in-system offense. Well stated right there. Those are definitely keys that we'd like to thank Keyhole Pizza for sponsoring tonight, and thanks both coaches for helping me out with their thoughts on the keys to the game. Again, for Botkins, this is their first game for Lima Temple Christian, or the Temple Christian Pioneers, their 3rd match of the season. Basically, the Temple Christian Pioneers have 6 players. It looks like they do have a JV player they brought up to give them 7, but limited numbers. And that has forced Jessica Holloway, a 3-year libero for Temple Christian, who has over 1,000 digs in her career. Picked that up over the weekend to become an outside hitter. And also we'll be watching the setter, number 14, Kaylee Linhart. She's very near 1,000 assists in her career, currently at 985. So a milestone that she could reach tonight. We're underway with the first serve by the Trojans. Good swing there by Worsham. It's played up by the Trojans. They go to work on offense. And getting credit with a kill will be number 7, Janelle Plattfoot. Temple Christian was in the net. And consecutive serves coming up now for number 8, a senior, Leah Steinke. Another hard serve, bumped up by Holloway. Holloway will hit it over. Trace Hendrickson using her size to push the ball politely into open space for her first kill, and a quick 2-0 lead for the Trojans. The libero for the Trojans is number 17, Gabby Griffith. She'll be in the dark black jersey with the gold trim. Temple Christian answers with a kill of their own. Juliet Kinnear, her first kill. And I believe that assist came from Kaylee Linhart. So again, she will creep nearer to 1,000. Service there by Kinnear. Hendrickson with a hard-driven attack played by the Pioneers. Free ball over. And there's a kill, as it will be unplayable. Nice effort by the Pioneers. And that will be a kill by Caitlin Barhorse, a junior attacker. And for Botkins, number 12, Kylie Mack, whereas number 12. And serving for Botkins now is number 7, Janelle Plattfoot. Dug up by Holloway. Free balled over by Holloway. Chance for the Trojans. Hendrickson's attack dug up by Linhart. Back it goes for Botkins to attack again, and they score with a winner that time from Caitlin Barhorse, number 10. The junior outside hitter records her 2nd kill of the match, and the Botkins now a 3-point lead, 4-1. Plattfoot serving again. Pass, the first touch a little bit off center, and Linhart not able to run it down, ask for help, realized she wasn't going to get any, and tried to make a play herself. Results in a service ace for Plattfoot. Make that back-to-back service aces for number 7, Janelle Plattfoot. Quickly a 5-point lead for Botkins. A serve receive has become an issue here early on for Temple Christian. Another hard serve will result in an ace. And that's Botkins with the aggressive contact, all coming at the hands of Janelle Plattfoot. This time Pioneers can go to work offensively, and boy, when you get it in the system, good things can happen. Assist from Linhart, kill by Worsham. Worsham was last year's Player of the Year in the Northwest Central Conference. And the 5'9" senior showed what she can do once she gets the opportunity. And there was a ball that had ideas about going out, and that confused the Trojans. The misplay results in the service ace by number 23, Emily Bontrager. 5'8" senior. All 6 players on the court for Temple Christian are seniors. That one also would have drawn towards the end of the line. It's played this time cleanly by the Trojans. They down ball it over. Outside it goes to Worsham. This time she pushes over. It's played up by the Trojans. Free ball from Barhorse. Chance for the Pioneers. Played up by the Trojans. They will bump set to the outside. Mack will hit it over, and Mack will score. Junior Kylie Mack, her first kill of the set. Back to a 5-point lead as into the front row comes number 2, Caitlin Meyer, as libero Gabby Griffith goes off. Serving for the Trojans is Mack. I'm sorry, not Mack. It was Caitlin Barhorse, but Worsham, number 10, I believe it was, her second kill. And again, dangerous player when she gets the opportunity. So important for the Pioneers to get the ball in system and let the hitter go to work. Overplay gives the ball back to the Pioneers. They can't do much with it, but they'll get new life here. Holloway's attack catches the sideline, her first kill. And what was as much as a 5-point lead is now down to 3. Worsham, a 5'9" senior, will try to keep the momentum going for the Pioneers. Back set to Hendrickson, dug up by Worsham. Touch back by Hendrickson, and she's in the net. So Hendrickson was very active, but will get called for a net violation. First error of the game. We haven't had any service errors or hitting errors or handling errors. That time in the net, and there's a service error. Hendrickson wears number 1, will go back to serve. Free ball over for the Trojans. They set middle and get the winner there from number 8, Leah Steinke. Middle attacker with her first kill. Hendrickson will serve again with a chance to put her team up by 5, their biggest lead of the set. Chance here as Pioneers can't get much on the attack. Hendrickson will bump set. And that will be good enough. Steinke with her second kill back-to-back pushes the Trojan lead back to 5, 11-6. And with that, Coach Tim Ackland will take a timeout. Trojans lead by 5. You're watching high school volleyball here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional. At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
5-point lead for Botkins, 11-6. Temple recently got it down to within 3, but now Botkins has put it back up to 5, and that warranted a timeout by Coach Acklin. His timeout hopefully trying to break the momentum of the Trojans, and it seems to work. I believe the attack there came from Holloway, number 7. Mentioned she went over 1,000 digs in a game on Saturday. 3 years spent as a libero, but this year due to numbers, can't use a libero. Forced, if you will, Holloway to play outside, and she has earned 2 kills here early in game number 1. Her team trails by 4. There's a good hit by Steinke, and she has 3 of them here recently. In serving for Temple Christian was number 26, Grace Corinne. She played a couple sets of reserve or JV volleyball. For the Trojans, they'll go to work with a good serve that touches the top of the tape but goes over. Serve was by Jana Metz. Volley going on right now with the Pioneers' back row attack. Worsham's attack played up by the Trojans. Nice play by number 5, Emerson Walters. Missed time, but hit over. A little bit out of system, but it works. Janelle Plattfoot, her attack kind of caught Worsham a little bit off balance and kind of an upper body, maybe even part of the face. Caitlin Barhorst with the serve, and she'll come up then to set as well. Assist to Barhorst, kill goes to Steineke. She now has 4 of them. Again, those have all come here recently, and now puts the Trojans on top by 7. Barhorst to Worsham, who plays it up. Holloway's attack picked up back row, or I should say back set. There's a handling error committed against Caitlin Meyer. A little out of system, and Meyer tried to step in and help out. The freshman gets called for the double hit. Linhart with the serve. Tipped over and drops in front of Linhart. Kill goes down for Janelle Plattfoot, number 7, her 3rd of the set. Back into the front row comes serve put over by Gabby Griffith. Attack by Bontrager is picked up by the Trojans. That one touched back on the Trojan side of the net, and there's a net violation. So the Temple Christian Pioneers battling back. They trailed by as many as 7 here. They trail now by 6, looking for consecutive serves. Holloway with the serve. And that was an attack by the back row player, Jana Metz. Will give the service ace. Should belong to Temple Christian. Maybe there was a net violation before that, maybe is what it was. So that gives the ball to the Trojans. Right idea, but just too strong for Juliet Kinnear. Her attack carries wide. Steinke serving with her team up by 8, 17-9 here in game number 1. Holloway will try to push it over, but Hendrickson is there for the solo block. Good timing for the senior middle blocker. Back row attack comes from Holloway, played up by the Trojans. Hendrickson, another tip. Pioneers keep it alive, and they free ball it over. A chance for the Botkins offense. They go quickly, and they score. Hendrickson with her second kill, following up a solo block the point before, and Botkins took advantage of that free ball and went quickly. Didn't give the Pioneers time to recover. A 10-point lead with 6 points to go for game 1 winner here for the Trojans. They'll try to keep the serve in their favor. Offhand attack by Bontrager is played. Plattfoot down balls it over. Worsham, good approach and good hops and good rhythm for Worsham, her third kill. And that momentarily stops the momentum of the Trojans. Serving now for Temple Christian is Juliet Kinnear, 5'7" senior. Worsham trying to spot it in the opening, played nicely by Barhorst. Metz there with the first touch. The attack there by the Trojans too much in the deep corner. That gives a point to the Pioneers and keeps the service with the Temple Christian Ball Club. Kinnear with the serve. Plattfoot able to find Barhorst, and Barhorst able to stay out of the net and find pay dirt on the Temple Christian side. And into the front row will be Kylie Mack, number 12. Serving for the Botkins Trojans, number 7, Janelle Plattfoot. There's an ace. Her fourth of the set. 10-point cushion now, 21-11. Just 4 points remain for Botkins to take game number 1 here from their home court. Free ball over Hendrickson with a first touch. Plattfoot back to Hendrickson, played up by the Pioneers. Nice dig back row by Griffith. And I think Worsham, very active at the net, able to get a hand on it. We'll give her the kill. Her fourth of game number 1. Bontrager will serve for the Pioneers. Hendrickson tries to get it past Worsham, who's able to get a hand on it, keep it alive. Touch back on the Pioneer side, push back over to the Trojan side. Attack error by the Pioneers will give the ball back to the Trojans, and they will rotate as Caitlin Meyer, a freshman attacker, will come into the front row. And serving will be number 10, Caitlin Barhorst. Pushed over. Meyer's attack played up by the Pioneers. Worsham, good idea. Tough spot to defend, and Worsham hit just the right amount on it. Meyer tried to play it, just could not get there in time. Kill, the 5th of the set for Worsham. And she goes now to the back row to serve for Pioneers. and give her an ace. So she's done quite a bit of damage here in the first set with her 5 kills and now her first service ace. Make it back-to-back service aces. And what was a 10-point lead has now been trimmed down to 7. Meyer bumps it up. Plattfoot runs it down. They go back to Meyer, and combination block there between 11 and 14. So the Pioneers have now cut it down to 6. And there's a violation on the Trojans, and now it's down to, should be 5. And Coach Watercutter, or 6-point lead, I guess. There it is, 5. Watercutter, Coach Watercutter will take a timeout to stop the momentum. 22-17 in game number 1 here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
A 5-0 run for the Pioneers has cut the lead in half. Coach Watercutter takes the timeout to try to stop the momentum. And it won't work as Jessica Holloway muscles in her 3rd kill of the set, and it's now down to a 4-point Trojan lead. Worsham continues to serve. Meyer bumps it up. It's going to be a free ball over by the Trojans as Plattfoot will do that. Pioneers, though, with a hitting error, give it back and stop the string of offense they had been manufacturing. So a break for the Trojans. They'll try to build off it and finish it, game number 1 out here with a 5-point lead and just 2 points away from game 1. Serving is Trace Hendrickson. Holloway. The ball picked up by Plattfoot. Pushed over by Metz, and it'll be good enough. Game point now serving for the Trojans. Senior Trace Hendrickson with the honors. Don't think it ever made it, as the attack by Steinke does not clear the tape. In to serve for Temple Christian will be number 26, Grace Corinne. And they've asked for a lineup check. While they do that, would also like to remind everyone our sponsors. Additional sponsors include Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Swierderman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Pratt Industries, St. Henry Bank, and Wilson Health. As we conclude our sponsors list, Leah Steinke concludes game 1 with her 5th attack, and game number 1 belongs to the Trojans, 25-19. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have game number 2 here from Botkins. You're watching girls high school volleyball. on NKTelco Sports.
We are here. 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 and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to Botkins Athletic Center. My name is Jeff Henshin. I have tonight's game between Temple Christian Pioneers and Botkins Trojans. Game one belongs to the Trojans, 25-19. Leah Steinke leads away for the Trojans, attacking with 5 kills. For Temple Christian, Cecilia Worsham also with 5 kills, the big hitters in game number one. In game number one, the Trojans recorded 15 kills. Temple Christian recorded 9. Serving now, game number 2 is Jessica Holloway. Mentioned earlier, she went over 1,000 digs in her career. Spent the first 3 years of her career as libero. This year forced to play outside hitter. But last weekend picked up her 1,000th dig, and on the first serve of game number 2, she has now picked up her first ace of this match tonight, service ace for the 5'5" senior. Plattfoot runs it down. Hendrickson with an off-balance hit, but gets a lot on it. Ball pushed over by Kinnear, played by the Trojans, back over to Temple Christian. Worsham, I think, hit the antenna. So hitting error. We'll give the ball to number 7, Janelle Plattfoot, as number 12, Kylie Mack, comes into the left front. Janelle Plattfoot, a junior, with the serve. Worsham's attack played up by the Trojans. Mack's offhand attack was played by Temple Christian. Worsham, hard-driven attack will result in a kill. Again, the Northwest Central Conference Player of the Year in 2021 continues to impress here tonight with her hitting ability. Free ball over, a chance for Botkins now to run some offense. They go to the middle hitter and find an open space to Trace Hendrickson. Good court awareness, knowing the double block was coming and the left front was open. Hendrickson drops it in for her 3rd kill of the match. And into the front left is Caitlin Meyer, freshman. Worsham got that point last time against Meyer. This time Meyer's defensively there to play it up and keep it alive. But this time Worsham, instead of pushing it, goes with power. Somewhat down the line, records her 2nd kill of game number 2, her 7th of the match. A 3-2 Pioneer lead. Meyer free balls it over. Haley Smith with the attack, played up by the Trojans, and communication breakdown as players bump into each other, and the unforced error will give the ball and the point. Will give the point to the Pioneers and keep the ball with them as they serve. And that'll be number 23, Emily Bontrager. Haley Smith takes care of the overpass, her first kill of the match for the 5'5" senior. Hard, aggressive serve, catches the back line. Emily Bontrager, her second ace of the match. A quick timeout by Coach Watercutter. Will take a timeout with the Temple Christian Pioneers 6, the Botkins Trojans 2 here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
A good start to game number 2 for the Temple Christian Pioneers. They jump out to a 6-2 lead, and we'll look to build on that with a serve here from Emily Bontrager. Meyer with the first touch, and they will bump it over. 3 bumps in that serve receive. Attack there by number 14, Linhart, was played up by the Trojans, but again, not much offense from Botkins right now as Worsham's touch was picked up. And Botkins again will free ball it over. A chance for the Pioneers. They'll go to their hitter. Hendrickson taps it over, played up by Temple Christian, and they will free ball it over. So see if once now if Botkins can use it. And they cannot. Right idea by Hendrickson. But the push or the touch not strong enough, catches a tape. And Temple Christian now a 5-point lead, 7-2. Bontrager continues to serve, and that will be long. That'll stop the momentum and give the ball and the point to the Trojans. Senior attacker Trace Hendrickson serving. Bontrager back sets, and nice decision by Worsham. The blockers were towards the middle, no one covering right front, and Worsham able to stay out of the net and legally attack it to that open spot. Her 3rd kill of game 2. Played up nicely by the Trojans on a hard, aggressive serve by Worsham. Kinnear. And getting the kill on a hard-driven attack, Leah Steinke. Pioneers kept it alive but couldn't make a successful attack on it, and the kill goes to Steinke, who now has 6 in the match. Emerson Walters, number 5, back row for the Trojans, made some nice pickups in that last point as well. Attack by Linhart, played up, and will go down for a kill. Juliet Linhart, her 2nd kill of the match, her 1st of game 1. Or 1 in game 1, 1 in game 2. Grace Corinne serving with a 5-point lead. Make it 6. Again, Corinne played in 2 sets of junior varsity action and now in her 2nd set of varsity action. Steinke's attack will drop, miscommunication as Linhart had to make the first touch. And sometimes when your setter has to do that, it makes it difficult to who is responsible for the 2nd touch, and this time it fell to the ground. A break for Botkins, and serving now is a libero, number 17, Gabby Griffith. Plattfoot, her 3rd kill. Good awareness at the net, waiting for the ball to break the plane and then finishing it with a downward push. 4-point deficit now facing Botkins. Played up by Corinne. Don't think that ever cleared. Serving now is number 14, Kaylee Linhart. 5'8" senior, came in with 985 assists in her career. But that serve hits the net, service error, the second of game 2 for the Pioneers. Hendrickson back into the front row, replacing Walters. Leah Steinke serving for the Trojans, who trail by 4. And that'll be a attack error. A little bit too much. And that one hit the heating duct on the Botkins side. Now a 3-point lead. Steinke. I think Henderson got it. Both her and also Barhorst were salivating as the ball came across their side of the net, but I believe number 1, Trace Hendrickson, with the kill. Pioneers lead now down to just 2. Well struck, but it goes out of bounds. Good swing by Juliet Kinnear. Botkins has battled back. They have a chance now to tie here in game number 2. They've trailed all of game 2. Bontrager's attack will drop, so that will, for the moment, keep Temple Christian on top. This time it's by 2, as serving now will be Jessica Holloway. Hendrickson, nice job. Nice job also by Janelle Plattfoot, staying out of the net and giving Hendrickson something to hit. And this time Hendrickson pushes it to the open spot. Plattfoot, hard serve, will result in an ace. Her 5th ace of the match. She had 4 aces in game number 1, her first here in game number 2, and that has tied it up at a dozen apiece. Worsham. They'll call a touch, so give Worsham the kill. Her 4th of game 2, her 9th of the match. Haley Smith, number 11, back into the front row for the Pioneers, and serving now for Lima Temple Christian is number 15, Juliet Kinnear. Hit over by Griffith, played by the Pioneers. Worsham. Touched back by Hendrickson. Free ball over, tough play. As there's a net violation. They'll keep the ball with the Pioneers, and also will give Kinnear consecutive serving opportunities. Hendrickson. Nice ball placement by the setter, Janelle Plattfoot, and a good finish by the attacker, Trace Hendrickson. Caitlin Meyer back into the front left for the Trojans. Caitlin Barhorst serving. Touch back to the Pioneer side by Hendrickson. And the attack error will give the point to the Trojans, who now have a chance to take their first lead of game 2. Tied up right now, 14-14. Barhorst with the serve. Worsham. Played up by Plattfoot. She's a setter, so they'll have to get help from the back row. Attack error by Meyer. Keeps the lead with the Pioneers, now 15-14. Number 23, Emily Bontrager, serving. Meyer, a little bit too much on that attack. It goes back to a 2-point Pioneer lead. Make it a 3-point lead on the service ace from Bontrager. Substitution here, 11 for 12. Metz for Mack. Maybe just a little bit, maybe almost just to slow down the momentum without taking a timeout. A back set to Hendrickson. Hard hit, well dug by Bontrager. Holloway with the down ball. They go quick. It's touched back by Worsham. And there was no touch, evidently, so the hitting error will give the Pioneers the point. That's 4 straight now for the Temple Christian as Bontrager continues to keep the ball in play for the Pioneers. Good play to keep the dump over, or keep the dump alive, coming from Metz. And a combination block there, I believe, between 10 and 11. Worsham and Smith. They both went up. They made contact. A 5-point lead, and Coach Watercutter will burn her second timeout. The Pioneers of Temple Christian lead the Trojans of Botkins 19-14 here in Game 2 on NKTelco Sports. Five-point lead for the Pioneers with 6 points away from winning game number 2 and evening the match at 1 apiece. The timeout jinx works, as that's the third service error of game number 2 by the Pioneers, and that's what the Trojans needed, a break in action. They get it, they trail by 4. Mack, Meyer, and Steinke, the front row attackers for Botkins, as they will do some floor maintenance. Serving is Trace Hendrickson. And on the other side, we have medical Band-Aid put on, or I should just say a Band-Aid put on. The forearms of Emily Bontrager. Hendrickson. Her serve well short. Trying to hit it soft. Instead, it goes into the bottom of the net. Botkins, their first service error of the night. And it gives the Pioneer a 5-point lead with 5 to play. Cecilia Worsham hitting, or serving, I should say, for the Pioneers. Steinke's attack hit hard, but hit out of bounds. 6 attack errors here in game number 2. And now a 6-point deficit with just 4 points remain for the Pioneers. And that'll be a service ace by Worsham. Good aggressive, hard serving by the Pioneers have made serve receiving in game 2 difficult for Botkins. Pioneers 3 points away from evening the match. There's a rotation lineup error committed against Botkins. Eight-point lead, 2 to go for the Pioneers. Touch back, but Meyer, not Meyer, I think it was number 8, with the touch back, the winner for Steinke, and now it's a 7-point deficit, but just 2 points remain for the Pioneers to win game number 2. Holloway's attack dug up. They'll have to get a help from the back row and free ball it over. This will give a chance for Bontrager to back set to Holloway, and it'll work. I'm sorry, to Linhart. Linhart with a first kill of the match on a back set from Bontrager. And Kaylee Linhart gets the Pioneers to set point. Grace Corinne, a chance to win game 2 with a serve here for the Pioneers. But not just yet. Leah Steinke, her 5th kill, her 10th of the match. Keeps the Trojans alive. Served by Griffith, played up by the Pioneers. Kinnear's attack, played up, and the Trojans will keep it alive. Bontrag to Holloway. It finds a hole in the Botkins offense. And game number 2 belongs to the Temple Christian Pioneers, 25-17. The match is now even at 1 game apiece. We'll take a break and come back with more high school volleyball here in NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to the Botkins Athletic Center. I'm Jeff Henshin, and we are into game number 3. The match even at 1 apiece. Temple Christian wins game number 2. They did so by earning 8 kills and 5 service aces. Botkins did have 1 more kill with 9, but just 1 service ace. But many hitting errors and handling errors committed by the Trojans in game number 2. I have them down as 9 errors. So that did not play very clean. Didn't get a lot of offense started, did the Trojans. Much of that due to the aggressive serving by the Pioneers and just a little bit better, cleaner game for Temple Christian. Game 3 underway with the Botkins serving. Worsham pushes it deep, played up by Griffith. Plattfoot with the attack run down by the Pioneers. They keep it alive and they'll get the winner. Worsham, a rare kill opportunity that way, but it works. She had 5 kills in game 1, 4 in game 2. That one now gives her 11 here in the early parts of game 3. Another well-served ball. Kinnear, her first ace of the night. Remember, 5 service aces by the Pioneers in game number 2 helped them to that 25-17 victory. Hendrickson, nice play by Worsham, but won't be able to be played. The ball caught the top of the tape. Worsham had to battle it, made contact, but could not keep it in play. Hendrickson with her 7th kill of the match. Caitlin Barhorst into the front row. Plattfoot goes to Hendrickson in the front. Worsham there to play it, and a net violation on Hendrickson. Give the kill to Holloway or to Worsham. Three to 1, 2-point lead for Pioneers. Bontrager with the serve. Plattfoot now will set it to Hendrickson. Played up by the Pioneers. It'll be kept alive. Scrappy defense. Double block combo there between number 10 and number 11. They hooked up in game 2 with a similar feat. Worsham and Smith each get credit for the block assist. Plattfoot saves it. Hit over by Mack, played up by the Pioneers. Worsham, well struck, tough to stop. 3 quick kills plus a block for Worsham here. She's had her hands on 4 of the 5 Temple Christian points and a 4-point lead to start game 3 for Lima Temple. Make it a 5-point lead now as the ace belongs to Emily Bontrager. Plattfoot Goes back to Barhorst. And a solo block by Worsham. Well timed and a rare, but job well done there. Those solo blocks are tough to come up with, and Worsham able to do that. A 6-point lead. Mack hits it long and off of the hands of a Pioneer defensive player, Kylie Mack. Her first kill of game number 3, her second kill of the match. Caitlin Barhorst serving. Linhart's attack was picked up. Plattfoot sets Meyer. She will have her attack picked up by Worsham and played over, and it drops Kaylee Linhart. Her second kill of the match, had a kill in game 2 and a kill there in game number 3 on the bump set from Worsham. So kind of roles reversed, if you will. Usually it's Linhart setting Worsham. That time Worsham set Linhart. Plattfoot bumps it up in the air, and the swing by Steinke, too hard, attack error. Trojans, timeout. Watercutter and the Trojans will burden one here. They trail by 7, 9-2 here in game 3. You're watching high school girls volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Timeout called by first-year head coach Logan Watercutter, the former Logan Pitts, who graduated in 2013 from Botkins, a multi-sport athlete. Now in her first year coaching. She spent 8 years in the system, either as JV or varsity assistant, so not a stranger to the program. Myers attack, catches the tape. Hitting error, Botkins 10-2 the score. Ace from Worsham. Another aggressive serve and try to stop the momentum here. Number 3, Allie Gerstner, junior, into the lineup for Botkins, trying to slow down the tempo, the momentum that the Pioneers have. Soft serve played this time by Mack. Gerstner's touch will be played, kept alive by the Pioneers. And the ball drops. I'm going to give number 11, Haley Smith, the kill. She got a hand on it, just enough to push it back into the hole on the defense by the Trojans. Worsham. Gerstner's attempt cannot be played, so Worsham on fire right now. A couple more service aces, and Botkins again will try to slow it down without burning a timeout. Jana Metz into the front row. She will set there. Back sets to Hendrickson. And Hendrickson, much needed kill for the Trojans as they had got into an 11-point deficit. Hendrickson will go to the back row. Mack re-enters the lineup. Plattfoot will be your setter coming out of the back row. She wears number 7. Hendrickson wears number 1. A hole now to dig out of here in game 3 for the Trojans. Smith will get the kill. I believe Steinke was in the net trying to block. Haley Smith, her second kill of game 3, her third of the match. Back row player Emerson Walters, a junior, in for Hendrickson to play the back rows. Number 5. Serving is Corinne. Attack error, just a little bit too much on it for Mack. Her attack goes long. Now it's a 12-point deficit. 15-3 as Grace Corinne continues to serve now back-to-back attempts. That one drops in just in front of the sideline. Service ace for Corinne, and when things aren't going right, you tend to get a little hesitant. Right now, Botkins playing a little passive. Played up by Walters, and Botkins goes to work, dug up by Worsham. Holloway, played up by the Trojans, and they will not be able to get around. Little collision at mid-court, in the middle of the court there, prevented them from getting a good handle on it. The hitting error gives a point, and the point to the Pioneers, and the serve continues to stay with Grace Corinne. Free ball over deep, played up by Worsham. Holloway will free ball it over. Walters to Plattfoot. Steinke's touch, dug up by Linhart. Another free ball, another chance to get some good offense. Attack into the net, timing just off a bit. Botkins can't take credit or can't take advantage. Can't take advantage of the free ball. (18-3) score in favor of Temple Christian here in the game number 3. And that attack catches tape, does not clear. Their first error of the game. They'll give the point and the ball over to the Trojans, and back to serve will be number 11, Jenna Metz. They keep it alive due to the Pioneers. It wasn't pretty, but they kept it alive. Steinke's attack pushed back. And then the winner from number 15, Juliet Kinnear, got a good touch on the ball and then was given an opportunity, and she records her 3rd kill of the night. 1 kill in each set for the 5'7" senior, Juliet Kinnear, and back to a 15-point Pioneer lead. Plattfoot downballs it over. Holloway, likewise, stepping in to set Metz. And she goes to her counterpart, the other setter for the Trojans, Janelle Plattfoot, and she gets the much-needed kill, her 4th of the night. She had 3 kills back in game number 1. Serving is the libero, number 17, senior Gabby Griffith. 14-point deficit faces the Trojans here in game number 3. The match currently tied at 1 game apiece. That ball was hit out of bounds as Holloway went after it, but for the Pioneers, luckily she couldn't catch up with it. And her dive, if you will, at the ball comes up short. It results in a service error and the 20th Pioneer point here in game number 3. Service ace from number 7, Jessica Holloway. Tough game number 3 here for the Trojans. Not a lot of things going correctly. Well hit, but played it by the Pioneers. They keep it alive. And there is a back row player with an attack. The officials will have a conversation here. It's something to do with the back row player making contact above the net and the ball going over, and it's just a question of maybe whether she was trying to bring it back or if it went over and then was blocked back. Coach Watercutter will get the explanation. So he felt it was over and then touched, so it's probably going to be a violation against the Trojans. So the ball will go over to the Pioneers. 22-5. Serving now is Holloway. 3 points away from taking a 2-1 lead in this match. A quick game number 3 here, as it's been efficient as the Pioneers have taken advantage, and there's a nice dig by Griffith on a well-struck ball. Flatfoot, cross-court winner. Boy, well-struck ball by Worsham. A nice defensive play by Gabby Griffith. And then Flatfoot able to get her second kill of the set. With all that and a little momentum, maybe what the Trojans need. Probably not going to be enough for this game, but boy, they need something to carry over into game 4 and get off to a much better start. They trail by 16 with just 3 points remaining for the Pioneers. Worsham. Nice heads-up play. Wow, she'll get credit for the kill. Pushed it into the deep corner, forced Botkins to run after it. And then the attack came over, had the whereabouts, if you will, Worsham did, to know where the sideline was and got out of the way to see it drop out of bounds for the 23rd Temple Christian point. Kinnear with the serve. Worsham, a rare miss, if you will, there on the overpass. Hendrickson touches it a couple times. And Temple Christian's in the net, give Hendrickson the kill, her 3rd of game 3. Still a long way to go for the Trojans here in game number 3. They trail 23-7. Platfoot, Janelle Platfoot serving. And there's a violation as the first touch pushed Linhart into the net. Give Platfoot the service ace. Her 6th of the night. She had 4 in game 2, 4 in game 1, 1 in game 2, and now 1 here in game 3. Smith played up. Botkins will down ball it over. Nice job again by, this time, Linhart staying out of the net, and a good finish by Worsham, who now has 5 kills in set 3. That gives her 14 in the 3 games so far. 5 in game 1, 4 in game 2, and 5 already here, or 5 in game number 3. And we're at game point serving Pioneers, 8 for Botkins. Platfoot will set middle. And Hendrickson, again, much better performance here late in this set for the Trojans, but they're gonna have to hope some of this carries over into game number 4 as they trail by 15. There's a touch, so give the kill to Kaylee Linhart and give game number 3 a win, a convincing win, 25-9 in favor of Temple Christian. They now lead the match 2-1. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor with game number 4 here from NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Botkins High School. I'm Jeff Henshin here at the Botkins Athletic Center, where the Temple Christian Pioneers have taken a 2-1 advantage in this match. They lost the opener and then have won games 2 and 3. And game 3 was in dominating fashion, 25-9. They only had 1 error, did the Pioneers, whereas Botkins committed 6. And for the Pioneers, really not a lot. I mean, they had, 10 attacks or 10 kills, but the no errors. They played very clean, and they also continue to serve the ball very well. I have them down for 6 aces. So serve receive is becoming an issue for the Trojans, and basically bad starts in game 2 and 3 for them to get off with, if you will. They've had deficits early on, and a chance here now with a Hendrickson kill to do something different like they did in game 1. Get off to a good start first and use that momentum as in game 1 to earn the victory. Games 2 and 3 have not been pretty for the Trojans. So again, they have a 1-0 lead, a long way to go, but this is an elimination game, one they must get to force game 5. And that worked one time earlier tonight. She's been unsuccessful the past couple times. It had been picked up by a defensive player for Botkins. This time, it just doesn't clear the tape. And for the Trojans, they'll take it. A break and a quick 2-0 lead. Their head coach, again, first-year head coach, Logan Watercutter, trying to get her team fired up in between games. Seems to be working right now. Janelle Plattfoot with the ace and a 3-0 lead. Make it a 4-0 lead. Plattfoot continues to keep the ball in play, put the pressure on the Pioneers. Plattfoot will take first contact, so somebody else will step in, and an off-balance, difficult strike by Barhorse goes out of bounds, so that will stop the offense momentarily for the Trojans. A break for the Pioneers. Can Botkins, though, get it back and go back on work serving to keep the lead and the momentum? Nice serve down the line. The setters coming out of the back row to set. So it's a tough ball to play. Kinnear with the service ace. See once he tries down the line again and kind of does the same, but this time a little bit more room for Botkins to make the play. Worsham. Wow, nice hit. Good dig by Griffith. Right place, right time for Gabby Griffith. Dug out by Plattfoot, stays alive. Worsham trying to find back corner. Plattfoot runs it down. Steinke keeps it alive. Chance here for the Trojans. And Hendrickson, good ball placement. Limits the Pioneers to just the 2 points. They got the ball and then the ace, but that is where it ends as Botkins now will go back to serve. Worsham will have to free ball, bump this one over. Plattfoot, Hendrickson, just wide, hitting air Trojans. Serving now for Temple Christian, number 23, Emily Bontrager. Hendrickson, off balance, offhand shot, played up by the Pioneers. Worsham off a deflection gets the kill. Cecilia Worsham has been a force tonight. 15 kills in the match. Last year's Player of the Year in the Northwest Central Conference. Bontrager serves. Griffith keeps it alive for the Trojans. A little bit of a miss hit with connection, but enough for Linhart to record the kill in the offhand spot. And we are knotted up at 5 apiece, so the Pioneers have withstood the good start by the Trojans to tie it up here in game number 4. And there's a combination block. I believe it was by 10 and 11 again. Worsham and Smith have collected that 3 times tonight. Bontrager's serve played up by the Trojans. Plattfoot will go back to Hendrickson. Nice job by the Pioneers picking up the dump. Tough ball here as Myers going to have a tough over-the-shoulder attack at it. And those are difficult ones to see it come over to the top and try to swing and make good contact. 2-point Pioneer lead. What was a great start for Botkins here in game 4 has been vanished, and now they trail. Hendrickson, a miscommunication. And suddenly the momentum definitely has changed to the left side of the court with the Pioneers. A 3-point lead now here in game 4. A must-win game for the Trojans. Worsham's attack dug up. Trojans go to Meyer. She will attack and be played up by Worsham. She gets it back. Good strong hands there by Barhorst. Mack across court. Right idea, just too much on it. 5th attack error here in game number 4. Temple Christian has played very clean tonight, not many errors. Overpass is too much. Smith dumps it down, played up by the Trojans. They get a break. Hendrickson bails them out. Smith had a nice contact on the overpass, but Botkins kept it alive, and Hendrickson on the second touch, I believe it was, records her 3rd kill of set number 4. Hendrickson serves. Smith will record the winner. Coming in for the Trojans, Emerson Walters, the junior defensive specialist in the back row. Cecilia Worsham has served very well tonight. That time Botkins able to play it up, although Griffith will have to hit it from the back row. Kinnear will get the winner. Kinnear has had 4 kills now, 1 in each game. That one gives her team their 11th point and a 5-point lead. Worsham, again, a hard serve, tough to handle. Free ball by the Trojans. Down ball was hit by Bontrager, played up by the Trojans. Meyer's attack will drop. Worsham nearly made the pancake save. Caitlin Meyer with a kill, her first of the night. 4-point deficit now faces the Trojans. Jana Metz with the serve. And getting the kill will be number 14, Kaylee Linhart. Linhart now with 5 kills on the night. And back to serve for her first time tonight is Haley Smith. As Grace Corinne has used up her playing time, if you will. She had been serving for Smith. Kept alive. Good save by the Trojans. They go back to work. Holloway's attack will be a winner. So good defense by the Trojans, but just too much offense as the Pioneers come back with a Jessica Holloway kill. Haley Smith hits it deep, played up by Griffith. Played up as Plattfoot will go to work. Nice dig back row by Smith. Down the line, shot by Holloway, played up. Botkins will down ball it over from Griffith. Linhart will get the kill. For Linhart, her 3rd kill of game number 4. The Pioneers have doubled up the Trojans. Smith gets it across. That one was short, the last one was deep, and it will work as the attack into the net for the Trojans. Coach Watercutter will take a timeout. Her team trails 15-7 here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
15-7 here in game number 4 for Lima Temple Christian. They trailed early here in game 4. I thought maybe Botkins had some momentum to get back on track, but that has stopped, and the Pioneers have rebounded and come back and have grown now to an 8-point lead. Hard-driven attack by Steinke, played up by the Pioneers, kept alive. Botkins will have another chance. They'll go to Plattfoot, down the line, shot out of bounds, no touch. Another attack error. That's somewhat been the Achilles heel for the Trojans here. Only had 2 attack errors in game 1 that they won, and since that time they had 6 in game 2, 5 in game number 3, and 7 here in game number 4. As a service error committed there by Smith, but give her credit. She hadn't served all night. Served quite a few in a row before committing the foul on that one, but the Pioneers lead by 8 here in game number 4. Touched up by the Trojans, and it will drop. Again, just bad luck as the ball was deflected and players collided trying to make the play, and it just threw everything out of whack, and the second touch hits the ground, so kill from Kinnear. Back set by Metz. Steinke's attack played up. Hallway, her attack played up nicely by Griffith. Net violation on the Pioneers, give the kill to number 8, Leah Steinke. She had a big kill game in games 1 and 2 with 5 apiece, but had none in game number 3. That one now gives her 11 in the match. Steinke serving. And that one will be an ace. Trojans need to make some damage here while they still have some room to go, if you will. They trail by 7. 8 points remain away for the Pioneers for the match victory. Linhart will set Bontrager. Her attack goes long. So some consecutive serves here by the Trojans. That's exactly what they needed. Continuous scoring with not letting the Pioneers dent their scoring column. Now a 6-point deficit. Steinke. Played up by Holloway. Worsham will push it deep. There's a touch. So give credit from Worsham, who's a very heady player, knows where the openings are and makes the defense really work at it. Serving now is Jessica Holloway. That one will drop in front of the Botkins defense for a service ace. Third ace of the night for Holloway. Her team now leads by 8 with just 6 points remaining to earn the match victory and go 3-0 on the season. The winner there by Caitlin Barhorst. Over the top row defense and in front of the back row. Her first kill of game 4, her 4th of the night, had 3 way back in game number 1. Janelle Plattfoot, senior setter, will serve out of the back row. Or will serve and then come to the front row to set. Hendrickson with the first touch. Hendrickson will get it back and push it over. Outside attack from Worsham. Trojans just can't get a good first touch to get great offense started. A lot of free balls. Worsham's going to get a strike at it. And that's just what she needed, to get the ball in the air for her and let her go at it. The Botkins just is making plays on the first touch, but just not getting it to where the setter has a good opportunity to feed the hitters. And that's been a struggle tonight. Botkins trails by 8 with just 5 points remaining for the Pioneers. Worsham's going to get another attack. You can see it coming. The first touch was right where she needed it. And Linhart able to set it. She only needed 15 assists coming in to reach 1,000. I'd say she's probably recorded that number, so I'll let the official stats, if you will, from Temple Christian take care of that business. They have a home game coming up against Lima Senior as Hendrickson gets her 4th kill of game number 4. And then so if that is the case for Linhart to have her 1,000th assist, they can honor her at home with their next game against Lima Senior. Right now, 21-13, favor of the Pioneers. Worsham in rhythm. She now has 5, 10, 15, 19 kills in the match. Pioneers 3 points away from victory. That serve goes out of bounds by Bontrager. Hendrickson will hope to stay in this spot for a long time to let her team climb back into this. Smith's attack pushed back by Steinke. Hendrickson will do her best to keep the ball in play, force the Pioneers to make a decision. Linhart's attack picked up. Touch back. And if it was blocked, it was by 11 and 14. Smith and Linhart. Serving now is Cecilia Worsham. She's been good tonight from beyond the line. Set's close, and it's not going to make it over. Match point coming up now for the Pioneers. Remember, they lost game 1. They won games 2 and 3 and have a chance here to win a game 4 and go to 3-0 on the season. Walters with the attack. And it's touched back. I believe it was a block by Steinke. So coming in to serve now is Metz, and she's going to have to get hot for a long time. Botkins cannot afford any mistakes as they trail 24-16. Smith. Attack goes along. Jonas Metz with the serve. Thought maybe it was going into the net. It clears it. Ball is kept alive. They're scrappy tonight over the Pioneers. They've done a lot of good scrappy defense. Smith pushes it back. Botkins able to keep it alive and push it back over. Kinnear's attack nearly would have gone long. It will be touched. It will drop. The Pioneers on the road go to 3-0 with a 3-1 victory tonight at Botkins. We will take a break and come back and wrap things up and award our NKTelco Player of the Game. Thanks for watching, and to come back here with our final recap here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back here to Botkins High School. I'll wrap things up here with our final game numbers. We call it the CAB report, the kills, the aces, the blocks. In the kill category, Temple Christian recorded 40 kills compared to 38 for the Trojans. Very even there. In the ace category, 15 aces, service aces for the Pioneers, 9 for the Trojans. And blocking, 6 blocks and 6 blocks for Temple Christian, 3 for the Trojans. So the numbers somewhat even across the board there, give it or take a little bit, but the key difference comes from the mistakes made, whether it be hitting, ball handling, or unforced errors. I have Botkins down as having 12, 21, 29 errors and just 17 errors committed by the Temple Christian Pioneers. So the errors were greater for the Trojans, and the overall numbers, Temple Christian had just better numbers in every category by a couple. That all adds up to more points on the board. And after losing game one, the Pioneers come back. They lost game one, 25-19, and won games 2, 3, and 4, 17, 9, and 17. So they go to 3-0, does head coach Tim Ackland's squad. And for Coach Logan Watercutter, she suffers her first loss as a head coach. Her team goes to 0-1 on this season. Our player of the game tonight, brought to you by NKTelco. That award for the Botkins teammate, our team player tonight, will go to number 1, senior Trace Hendrickson. She led the Trojans tonight with 4, 8, 12, 14 kills. She also recorded a block and had, yes, a block to go along with that number. So congratulations to the senior Trace Hendrickson, our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco Sports. That will wrap it up here again as the Trojans suffer the 3-1 loss at home. Hope that you enjoyed this telecast, and thank you for watching here on NKTelco. My name is Jeff Henshin, and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.